Hi everybody. Today I want to talk to you about measuring the edge, the edge, or the technical name, the perimeter of a square and of a rectangle. They're similar, and also the area. So how much space does this square take up when I put it down on the table? So this is a coaster. You can see there's something on the back there. It looks like a tile, but it's actually a coaster. Okay, so if I measure this coaster, ruler, and we're going to use the centimeters bit. Crooked. There we go. You can see it measures about 10 centimeters in width. Okay, we're not worried about the numbers on the top here, centimeters. Okay, and if we measure the length, it's the same. Can you see that? 10 centimeters. Okay, so this is a square. The width and the height are the same. Okay, so it's a square. It's got 10, 10, 10, and 10. Okay, so the edge of it, if you think of a field and the fence around a field, the edge of it is called the perimeter, and the amount of space it takes up on your table is the area. Now, I'm just going to show you where I've drawn that circle out, and we'll do some calculations. Just give me a second to get the right page. Here we are. Okay. So hopefully you can see this. There we go, that way. Okay, so 10 centimeters across, 10 centimeters, whoops, 10 centimeters, I always go crooked when I do this, 10 centimeters up, 10 centimeters across, and 10 centimeters down. Okay, so it's a square. So the edge or the perimeter, you get that by just adding up the four sides. So we've got 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 will give you 40 centimeters. So if you cut that out the corner, for example, and just opened it out, you get a length of 40 centimeters. So it would be the same as the edge all the way around the square. Okay, now the area. We get the area for a square or a rectangle by measuring the width, or the width and the length. Okay, up to the top and down, the length. Okay. You'll also hear width called breadth sometimes, okay, but it's the same thing. Width, breadth are the same thing, okay. In this case, the width is 10 and the length is 10, okay. So here we do area, width by length, or length by width, which is 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. Okay, 10 by 10 is 100, that's okay. But when we are getting the area, we multiply centimeters by centimeters. So we get 100 centimeters squared. Always units squared for area. And actually, if you measured it out, you would see that you have 100 boxes of a square of a centimeter on each side in this whole shape here. There are exercises that will show you the boxes and how to do that, but everyday objects don't come nicely broken up into squares for us to count. So we have to be able to measure the length and the width and calculate our area that way. Okay, so that's the square. I'm going to pause. Okay, back again. Now I have two of my coasters together, okay? They're the same size, so we know that they're 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. And then the orange one here is also 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. So I have made them into a rectangle, okay? Because this shape does have four right angles, okay? But it's 10 centimeters across and it's 20 centimeters down, or 20 in length. So 10 in width, 20 in length. So it is a rectangle, okay? Now, we measure the edge or the perimeter the same way as we did with the square. You just add up the four sides, okay? And this side over here. So that would be 10, 20, another 10, and another 20, which would give you 60 altogether, okay? So if we opened up, we split this at the corner here and opened up the length of it all the way around, we would get 60 centimeters, okay? I'm going to put this down because it's hard to hold, okay? And go to the picture that I did earlier and show you. Now, so there is our same shape. Hopefully you can see that. See it all? Yep. Okay, so 10 centimeters across and 20 centimeters down, or 10 centimeters wide and 20 centimeters long. Okay, now my ruler isn't long enough to measure that. But you could measure that with, I'll get it for you, a measuring tape. Okay, like that, like we were using already. Okay, so like we just said there a minute ago, I'll have that nice and straight for you. The perimeter is 20 plus 10 plus 20 plus 10, which is 60 centimeters. Okay, now the area is the same method as we use for the square. We get the width, okay, going across, and the length. Okay, I always go crooked when I do that, the length, okay? Length by width is area. So we know in this case that the length is 20, okay? I can show you on the measuring tape, but you can take my word for it because it's two of those tiles together and we know they're 10 centimeters long, so two together is going to be 20, okay? So 20 long by 10 wide, okay? Now 20 by 10 is 200, okay? But remember, it's 20 centimeters by 10 centimeters. So we call that 200 centimeters squared, okay? And like in the square, if we could divide this rectangle into 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter boxes, we would end up with 200 of them in there, okay? Again, like we need to be able to measure because our objects don't come nicely broken up into squares. Okay, so that's just a very brief overview of the perimeter and the area of squares and rectangles. Okay, talk soon, bye.